internet. Oh, did you not catch that? Okay, hello internet. So we're gonna be reviewing for one subscriber special, or for my one subscriber, and this is the special. Um, and also for the one comment, we shall go, and we shall do stuff. Boom, Sunny Moya, one subscriber, 2 videos. Thank you, Godzilla guy. Nacho cheese. I love you, Nacho. I like you, Nacho cheese. He made a good video. He made a good video, so I hope he shout out to me. I'm not gonna say shout out to Nacho cheese. I hope he shout out to me. So first, we're gonna do an old video. This is gonna be about Godzilla, BTD6, BTD battles. So, first we're gonna be doing one of my new games, Flip Playground, Mountain Sandbox, and Doll Playground. Flip Playground's gonna take the longest. So, first we have boom. This is my upcoming kind of storyline. Oh, no. Oh, well, it's already done. So I'm just gonna be introducing you guys to the game. First we got the healing syringe, which he's gonna need, and the weed juice syringe, which he's gonna need. Boom. Now look. Shut. Sorry guys. This is no scripted. Oh my god. Oh my god. So first we're gonna be doing just a review of the game. So we got some characters. Now the first thing I like is they can do martial arts, or kind of martial arts, if you bend them correctly. Like bam, and a spinning back kick. I don't know how to really do that. Like, then a spinning back kick. Back. Oh, I said back kick. Oh. Back kick. No. Stop B. I said back kick. There we go. By the way, this is unscripted. So, bam. Here with the flip. Now we're going to be testing out some wins I never tried, like the zombie wins. Okie dokie, I guess. Pizza game. Wow. Why is it doing that? Oh my god. Fine, we go American style then. Nukes first, questions later. We do the best. My lawyers advised me not to continue that joke. So, oh yeah. Oh, he dead. Oh dang, they buried it and everything. What the heck? Alright. And this. Let's see how powerful these landmines are. These tactical jacket. Whoa, that didn't do too much damage. God. What's what? Well, how was...
Of course, he had something for me. I told him, well, make sure that Paul will stay with you at the jiu-jitsu. And he said, will you stay with me? And Paul assumed that meant like at home. You know?
Oh, that does damage.
And I said, what happened? And he's like, what you said? Like, oh, I see.
Don't notice my parents in the back. Parent. Technically, I'm not gonna get into family drama. Okay, now we're gonna play. So what happened to... This is gonna take too long. We already have a 6-minute video. Now we're gonna be advertising a little game. Huh. Called Dr. Dash. Or Bass or whatever.
Oh, shit.
By the way, the video is
You guys
not
have the-
sponsored.
She had the Bureau Reclamation shirt on. Go back.
No.
The video is not sponsored.
5K.
This is a video that's made. Nothing cool about it. Nothing scripted. Just a bare video with no plans. 1 subscriber special, which is hopefully gonna do better. Get me up to 10, 50. Then we live stream, post shorts, do all. So this game's pretty fun. There's a bunch of cavemen and you try to kill the caveman. That sounded so weird. So there's a bunch of cavemen and you protect them from the dinosaur away. The mayor of Yatville needs to smell again. Sorry. God, this level gets hard. We could get more anyways. But yeah. We got ice ball and magma ball.
Smaller.
Give me this.
It was way smaller.
Thank you. Bam, bam.
Stage is
Got that
approved
little
for
walk.
5% increase.
Let's see if this little dino can go through everybody. Bam, bam. Whoa, this dog is dog water.
Do what?
Boom, 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 boom. Light walk, no reaction. Light walk, no reaction.
Well, the meat.
No, freeze. Freeze him! Freeze him! So guys, gonna give some more commentary because this video will be blinker than reacting to Godzilla guy, which basically just Godzilla guy. Not even reacting, just resisting and watching Godzilla guy. That should be the actual title. Boom. Get wet. That was Rossio. Whatever. We don't die then. We still win.
What do you think about Centers of Disease Control? For disease
Bam!
prevention?
Boom. Ice Age. Oh. Don't. Give me 2 apples. No. Well, guys, next game. Okay, okay. The Mev Yatville needs to play a game. That's the CEO of this game needs it. The Mev play. So now we shall play Battles 2. No. we shall play Battles 2 Robots. Yeah. Then we shall talk about Godzilla. And reacting, and not just existing and watching a video about Godzilla. Specifically the Monster Force, because, dog. Everyone that says Monster Force Godzilla is the best. Oh, we could do a video on Gamera. Okay. But I need to spread some light to Gamera. So people would actually think he exists. Second time playing, third time playing because I did some stuff with my friend. The dude who, Victor. Well, boys, Capybara. That's probably my best answer. Capybara. Let me get Quincy down. Yes. Of course we're gonna wash with Balloon. Then in case if he washes, I'm gonna get a tomato. Tatsuda. Tatsuda. Boom. In faster finally. So guys, I don't know really what to say. This is only my third video. This is a special. But I need this to have juicy content to make people happy. So I'm just gonna be reviewing the game. So far we got yeah, this dude's gonna be easy class. Light walk, you could say. I don't know why I framed it like that. I said light walk, you could say. If I'm gonna spam pink balloons, that's the best way to make people. Yeah, they left like the best way to make people. 300 eagle, light walk, no reaction. Now I'm gonna save up a little bit for big bombs. It's still standing with balloons. But because I'm making Eagle at the same time, it just repays itself. And it pressures him. So in the entirety, I'm just making money. This is my best friend. $400 Eagle, we walk on defenses. I'm gonna be spreading the love on my favorite Godzilla. It's Final Wars. Yep. It's Final Wars. I'm guilty. But I'm not gonna say he's bounceless because that's not true. He got hurt by buildings. I'm not saying he's not building any ability. It's the same, he got hurt by it. It's just too good luck. I need Juggernaut. I need Juggernaut right now. Right now. I need Juggernaut. Why do we even... Is basically 6 and battles connected? Or are they like 2 different whole timelines? This was the worst place to put her. Well, please don't camera LED the view. So what? Next. When they say about folk, boom, across the cluster like walk no reaction. Dang, this thing got nerfed in this game. It's not even dealing with this simple. Yes. Can he deal with a Moab? Let's see.
Dust them anyway, but like 7 does. So that they don't get mites like in their feathers or their legs or their cooper. But and then you kind of trim off the bottom, like of them. And then their legs, they usually will get like chapped. Big bumps. And then their skin starts cracking. And then there's mites go in there and they just fucking go away. But even like most of the roosters, like game roosters, they'll keep their legs real good. You know what I mean? Then we dump them in like this stuff called red cell. It's for racehorses. Basically, vitamins get into their bloodstream from their feet.
Oh, well there goes Buster. A pack of this food. Can you handle Moab? How about a BFB? Little homie. You can't handle a BFB. You definitely can. Whoa. You thought you could watch it? Let walk. Let walk. Ready? Awesome. Godzilla content. Yeah, I'm gonna do what is this called? A Gamma One video. We're gonna be reacting to Goji Chronic's thingy. No, not
Smart center stage and is crushed by a baby grand.
Solo versus Heisei Gamera.
JD Power now ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. Visit sleepnumber.com to learn more.
Flexible school, a flexible child, environmental suits,
Head of the Universes.
Hey guys,
Tigo.
welcome back to the channel.
Friend
And
of
a
our
couple of
child.
days ago, the GXK trailer 2 came out. And because of this trailer, I want to talk about Gamera. Why? Because it's my channel, that's why. Aye. But on a serious note, someone's got to talk about Gamera. Godzilla, Kong, and heck, even Ultraman seem to still be in the limelight. And true, Gamera did have a recent anime, but it's been reported that it flopped. And as a result, the Gamera IP is expected to go dormant for pretty much indefinitely. So someone's got to keep the spirit alive. So I figured, let's welcome Gamera to hopefully his temporary retirement by dedicating a video to the big guy. We've already established that Gamera doesn't do too well against Godzilla twice now, and that's fine because seeing as how this is a Gamera video, I don't want a Godzilla to steal the spotlight. So I figured that I would put two of Gamera's most prominent iterations up against each other in a fight, being Showa and Heisei Gamera respectively. Now Heisei Gamera is the very popular choice, as well as the fan favorite, but not gonna lie, I've always been a Showa guy. He's really funny and just look at this guy, how can you hate him? I put a community tab poll, and this comment right here just is really me, for real. The same poll pretty much unanimously agreed that Heisei Gamera would win this matchup. Maybe they're right, but heck, if they're wrong, I'm always down for an underdog story. So can the friend of all children Shiza win? Or will he fall short up against the guardian of the universe? But before that, I bet you guys thought I was going to show my channel like I always do. But this week, I have something much more important to talk about. And let's be honest, most of you guys are Kaiju fans. If there's one thing us Kaiju...
I'm sorry for pausing it. I'm trying to record a video.
Okay, well, sorry.
So,
fans love than actually watching the movies, it's buying merchandise. As a Godzilla fan myself, I'm no stranger to this concept. I'm particularly a fan of the Japan movie monster series line. But I don't have as much as I want to because it's very hard for me to find a good price for these figures. Stacked out on top of the overpriced shipping, and you can find yourself finding out that trying to build up a decent collection is like burning money. And let's be honest, bro, we're in the middle of a recession. Eggs is $12. So imagine my excitement when I found today's sponsor, Beast of the East Collectibles. These guys specialize in redistributing Godzilla merch for people like us in the States. They offer a wide variety of Godzilla products, from SH Monster Arts, they got that, and more importantly to me, they have movie Monster Series figures. BC's Collectibles are kind enough to ship out to me the Gamera 1965 alongside the Gamera 1999 counterpart. And honestly, these guys are exquisite. Not a single paint chip anywhere, and you got that new figure smell as well. These guys came fast in the mail, and the prices for these guys are much lower than you'll find on eBay, for example. If you guys find yourself interested in these figures or anything else in their catalog, the first link in the description will take you right to their website, where you can buy high-quality figures without thinking if you can eat tomorrow. Remember, when buying Godzilla figures, it's important not to destroy your wallet. Work smarter, not harder, and now you guys know the smartest option to get your Kaiju stuff at. Thank you, BC's Collectibles, for sponsoring today's video, and I hope all you guys will enjoy the rest of this matchup. Alright, let's start off with the fan favorite being Heisei Gamera. And I want to say that I've slightly covered Bro in the past, but since then I found newer and better things. So if you've seen that older video, just know you're not going to want to miss this. With that being said, I want to establish that Gamera gets stronger between appearances, and that Gamera 3 is the strongest he's ever been. But there's a lot of stuff before then that we can use to upscale him from previous movies, or even supplementary material such as prequel comics. So let's just start off at Gamera Guardian of the Universe and just work our way up. And in this first movie, he's kind of trash. I think for the most part he's fodder, but towards the end, he absorbs a massive explosion. I got no real way of calculating this, but just looking at it, I can assert that bare minimum, this blast is equivalent to around multi-city blocks, even small town levels of explosive yield. Gamera, as previously mentioned, absorbs this power, and he would go into one-shot Gaios. But higher ends exist, as in a prequel comic, Gamera can fight and hurt Zigra, who was awakened by a nuclear bomb and was unfazed. This scaling is made pretty consistent, as Gamera would go on to get hit point blank with a nuclear torpedo, and he's left uninjured at all. But moving on to Gamera 2 now, and Gamera gets some new bumps where he scales to Legion, who can produce explosions. In the past, I have claimed to be at around large mound level. But due to King of the Monsters' input, he was able to apply pulverization to the surrounding area as well as the hole itself. And he was able to assert that this blast actually comparable to around 448 gigatons to even as high as 53.73 teratons of TNT, or in power scaling terms, around large island level to country level. Legion scaling to this is pretty consistent, as Legion is a being whose mere existence can fundamentally change the Earth's environment and also the Earth's atmosphere. Due to his mere presence drastically affecting it, I think it's safe to say that he can probably destroy it, which would be an island level feat. But moving back to this blast and the destruction of Sendai, Gamera was caught in the epicenter of this explosion, and he survived it, though he was left pretty much immobile, but that's okay, because Gamera would go on to defeat defeat Legion by absorbing a large quantity of mana from the Earth. And he would utilize his power to one-shot Legion by outputting a blast so massive that it even sent him stumbling back a little bit. Due to this blast completely obliterating Legion, we can assert that it's a one-shot difference stronger than him, which would be a gap around 10 times. So if we take the Sendai explosion and then take Gamera's mana beam and then apply the 10 times difference to it, we can assert that Gamera's beam at a low end is equivalent to around 4.48 teratons to as high as 537 teratons of TNT, which is around small country to large country. I want to note that at the time, this would only scale to Gamera's beam because even firing the thing sent him flying back a little bit, but that's okay because by Gamera 3, he's evolved to be in a state that's just stronger than he's ever been before. And his Fari Fist hand that he uses against Iris is just stated to be stronger than the mana beam from Gamera 2. In fact, it's actually implied to be his most powerful move ever. This is important because Gamera should have similar, if not better, abilities to beta versions of himself, as shown in Matt Frank's prequel comic, Gamera the Last Hope. In this comic, a Gamera will go on to perform a self-destruction feat that takes out the entire continent of Atlantis. And in no one's surprise, this feat when calculated would get to around multi-continental, and Gamera would upscale beta versions of himself due to just common sense, meaning that Gamera should be able to create an explosion equal to more than likely superior to the one from the comic. And Gamera's Fire Fist that he uses against Iris is stated to be his strongest thing, meaning that he...
Can you help me out?
Hold up, I'm playing again, sorry.
He's basically sweating on Call of
He has
Duty.
multi-continental attacks that he can use without killing himself. And that's the best for Heisei Gamera.
But do you mind giving me a shout out on your channel? I already commented on it.
That isn't really questionable to me, but we can get into higher stuff that's just a little bit more iffy. We have some statements here of Legion and Iris being able to destroy the planet. Though for Legion's context, this seems to be more or less environmental destruction. And Iris' statement is just really me, honestly. But as a high end, you could try to say that Heisei Gamera will be around planetary, but it's a very, very high end. Moving on to his speed now, Gamera will be around hypersonic as he can fight on par with and react to Gaios, who can fly and outpace missiles, which are typically fired at around Mach 5 to 10. And for slightly higher ends, Gamera is shown to be able to fly into space, meaning that he can reach escape velocity, which is around Mach 33. But if we use cinematic on-screen timing, we can assert that Gamera can fly at speeds equivalent to around Mach 3500, or massively hypersonic. Gamera can fight while flying at these speeds, so they would scale to his combat and reaction time. While higher ends for Gamera's scaling do exist, as Heisei Gaios is confirmed to have all of the same abilities as Showa Gaios. And as we'll get to later, Showa Gaios' beam might be a beam of light. Heisei Gamera was able to intercept it, and he did it while he was at his weakest. And as we both know, Gamera evolves routine appearances, meaning that he's not only stronger, but he's probably faster as well. So we could say that possibly around Gamera 3, he could be faster than the speed of light. So with the stats of the Guardian of the Universe analyzed and covered, let's move on to his goofier contemporary. Showa Gamera as a baseline will get anywhere from city to mountain level. And I mean, it's not really that hard to believe if you watch the first Gamera movie. Him being awakened by nuclear testing while he was sleeping in the Arctic is like the entire premise of his introduction. And these bombs are also said to be hydrogen bombs. So we can say that Gamera can endure bombs like the ones used on Castle Bravo, and even the massive SAR bomb. So that would put his durability and attack potency by extension at around sea level at the moment. The nature and yield of these bombs can be argued to be much higher than that, but we'll return to that later. For consistency now, Gamera with his fire breath is stated to be able to turn the city of Osaka into ash in an instant. And for reference, this is the map of New York, and here's the map of Osaka. Via this statement right here, you can argue Gamera to be casually at around sea level, and more than likely mountain level, as he's not only able to destroy the city, but pretty much vaporize it. Moving on to Gamera's durability for a small second now, and during the climax of Gamera's original film, he's trapped inside of a capsule and sent to the planet Mars. But unfortunately for the humans, during the opening minutes of the sequel, the rocket's trajectory leads it right into a gigantic asteroid, where subsequently a massive explosion occurs. The output of this explosion has been calculated to be anywhere between 5.70 to as high as around 7.03 megatons of TNT, which is more sea level stuff. Gamera was in the epicenter of these two things, and as Gamera leaves, it's stated that Gamera became more powerful than he was ever before. This is likely due to Gamera's ability to absorb energy. So with the knowledge that Gamera gets stronger, let's move on to his higher ends. And
Sorry for pausing. So basically, this means that second movie Gamera will outscale first movie Gamera. Whatever first movie Gamera does, then he can do even better. So if first movie Gamera, this is just an example, so don't go at my throat, power scale wars. If the first movie Gamera does something mountain level, he can do it large mountain level, which can be also large city level. So that's pretty cool. So just know that information for the fourth movie.
At a higher end of attack potency, ironically, we're gonna have to go back for a second to give context to something we've already discussed. And that being the test that woken him in the original film. And these nukes that woke him up that he absorbed and endured while waking up aren't merely sea level. As it's stated in the film that they have the potential to change the Earth's axis, meaning that these bombs have the ability to overpower the Earth's rotational energy. The Earth's rotational energy is equivalent to 2.58 to 28 joules, which is around moon level. As previously mentioned, Gamera was able to endure this blast by waking up, and it's also stated that no man-made weapons have any effect on Gamera. So you can argue that he's around moon level. You can argue that this level of power is consistent for Showa Gamera, as in a much later film in the series, being Gamera vs. Zigra, he was able to fight the textural Zegra, who can create magnitude 12 plus earthquakes with his red beam. This red beam also goes on to hit Gamera, and he no-sells it, sustaining no notable damage as well. And due to a calculation on the Versus Wiki, it's been determined that Gamera can survive force equivalent to around 151 gigatons of TNT, which is around large island level. But using Zigra, we can find Showa Gamera's highest end, as in the movie he states he can create magnitude 16 to magnitude 18 earthquakes depending on whether you're watching the dub or sub. I would try to...
By the way, the next following clip is a clip of a clip. Well, this is not a clip. So it's a reaction of a clip, which is a video. So none of these are my video.
Explain how powerful that is, but I found a great video on the subject right here. I'll put the full video in the description, but here's a small segment of the video.
A magnitude 18 earthquake would release nearly 10 to the 32 joules of energy, which is roughly the gravitational binding energy of the Earth. To put it another way, the Death Star caused a magnitude 18 earthquake on Alderaan.
So yeah, Gamera literally ate and no-sold condensed planet-destroying attacks multiple times, granting Showa Gamera pretty casual small planetary to even as high as large planetary scaling if you want to use some of the higher-end calculations. But what about his speed? Gamera has many guidebook statements confirming him to fly at around Mach 3, and he can swim at around 150 knots, and he has a stride equivalent to around 20 meters. But we can argue his speed and reaction and combat speed to be much, much, much faster, as Gamera was able to react to Gaios' beam, which is stated to be super ultrasonic, but I found one scan calling it a beam of light. Gaios' light beam also reflects off of surfaces, so that's some more evidence for it to be a beam of light. So that's some potential light dodging stuff that Showa Gamera might have. To further drive in the speed scaling, we're gonna have to talk about Gamera vs. Giron, where Gamera was able to travel to another planet on the opposite side of the sun and within a day. With calculations, we can assert Gamera can fly at around speeds relative to 9% the speed of light, granting Gamera sub-relativistic flying speed. This level of speed will also scale to his combat and reaction speed, as he can fight enemies while flying. But we can get to super duper high-end speed scaling, as there's one scan that says that Gamera lives in outer space, and that he flies from the edge of the universe whenever the Earth is in danger. Due to Gamera pairing when he is needed, pretty much any quantifiable calculation would grant the speed feat massively faster than light plus scaling. And we can even take it a step further, as in the final Gamera film, Gamera was stated to travel beyond the universe in order to help a child. I want to note that this film seems to be out of continuity with the other Showa Gamera films, or at least it takes place in another universe, because this world seems to perceive Gamera and his films as fiction, kind of like Godzilla's Revenge. But Gamera being able to fly to another space-time would easily grant him infinite speed bare minimum, as he's traveling outside of the known universe to different space-times. But as for Hax now, like his Heisei counterpart, obviously he can fly and breathe fire, but he does have some less notable stuff, as guidebooks assert that he has poison claws that paralyze you, he has night vision, and he has spines that store electricity for whatever reason. So in conclusion, Gamera would be anywhere from moon level to large planetary in terms of attack potency. He would be around super to hypersonic at a low end, and at a high end he'd be around massively faster than the speed of light to even...
Bonnie Godzilla claps. I know what's claps because he's stronger than Bonnie. sorry.
infinite speed. And as for Hax, he has poison manipulation, fire manipulation, he can fly, and this Gamera, he just do whatever he wants. Overall, not too bad for the friend of all children. So with that all being said, and at first glance, due to the scaling that I presented, y'all can see that Gamera from the Showa era has a major advantage in the attack potency as well as in the speed department. And true, you can attempt to bring in Heisei Gamera's more dubious planetary metas, but if you're gonna do that, Showa Gamera has planetary metas and then some, and they're actually better in their calculations. It's one thing to be like, he'll destroy the world in the heavens, but it's a completely different thing to scale to someone who can create magnitude 16 to 18 earthquakes. But like I've said before, before, Heisei Gamera is only realistically around multi-continental. And for Showa Gamera, multi-continental will be an extremely low end for his scaling, as he upscales nuclear bombs that contains the Earth's axis, which is at least multi-continental to moon level. And Gamera not only upscales them, but official sources say that Gamera's favorite foods are nuclear bombs. So, bro literally eats Heisei Gamera's high end and then some for lunch, bro. Showa Gamera also has energy absorption, so if Heisei Gamera tried to hit Showa with any of his anime-esque attacks, Showa Gamera could absorb them and make himself a bit stronger. But I mean, even if they hit him straight up, they don't have the attack potency to do any substantial damage. Showa Gamera also has a number of hacks that Heisei Gamera, to my knowledge, has never shown any blatant resistances to. But here, we're gonna have to move into Heisei Gamera's last hope. See what I did there? But anyways, I'm talking about a number of guidebook statements that say that Heisei Gamera is stronger than his Showa counterpart. Now granted, I'm no stranger to using metas of this nature, especially when it comes to Heisei Godzilla, as there's a number of scans for Heisei Godzilla that entail the same thing via upscaling his show itself. But the key difference is that even if I didn't use those statements, Heisei Godzilla could still get to Uni Plus, and then some, much higher than Showa Godzilla, where Heisei Gamera just objectively falls short in a comparison to his Showa counterpart by a pretty drastic amount. It would be the equivalent to saying that Shin Godzilla upscales all Godzillas due to Toho statements, you know? Shin doesn't have the feats to back it up, neither does Heisei Gamera. It's just stuff that should be ignored, to be honest. So in conclusion, Showa Gamera takes attack potency, speed, durability, hacks, and heck, even IQ, in a matchup that, despite what it looked like from the surface, proved itself to be not even close. To all the Heisei fans, I know it's a little weird saying that this goofy goober would beat the big serious turtle, but he does, and I've proved it, and honestly, I'm in such a good mood, I want to sing about
Me too.
it. Gamera!
I'm not gonna sing this, dude.
You're super strong, Gamera. You're super cool, Gamera. I know you're strong, Gamera. Giant fire breathing turtle. I would not be surprised at all if he soloed the Monsterverse. Large planetary MFTL plus. He upscales moon level bombs. No matter what stands in his way, Gamera will win. You're super strong, Gamera.
Before I started reacting this, but I knew Gamera would have beat Gamera. I knew Gamera would win.
You're super cool, Gamera. So don't downplay Gamera.
There you go, guys. So,
on top. He's on top of the building.
I'm gonna end the video. Thank you for 1 subscriber. Oh, let me just check this, don't worry. Sorry. Sorry. So. Settle. I finished this video. So, bye bye guys. See you next time.